want to welcome everybody to the end of year awards ceremony. It's funny, when I just was watching that video, and I knew we were going to play that video, but I didn't realize how much it was going to make me miss being on campus. So that gave us a little overview of what it will be like when we get back on campus. But anyway, just welcome to this event. As all of you know, this is a really special event for the school. We've been doing this for many years, and it's a time at the end of the semester, at the end of the year, when we kind of step back and just acknowledge all of the work that our students have done, and recognize those who have excelled during their time here at Georgia Tech. This is obviously a unique setting, but it's one that I think has allowed us to bring in a lot of people from all over the country, if not all over the world. A lot of alumni and donors are joining us that otherwise might not have been able to. So it's really a very positive thing that we're able to do this. Before we get started with the actual ceremony, I just wanted to say something just about what we've all been through this year. Awards Day, this day is really about recognizing, individual achievement, and we'll get to that. But before we do, I just want to give a kind of an award of gratitude to everybody. This is a unique time. And I just think that we all should be proud of what we've been able to accomplish and what we've been able to pull off this last 5 weeks. And that really goes for every student in every one of our programs, every faculty member, every staff member, and all of our alumni and donors who are with us today. We really could not have made this semester a success without everybody contributing. So I just want to extend gratitude to everybody for making this happen and really making the end of the semester go quite well. So as we move into the program, as has been with most events that we've done the last 5 weeks, this is going to be somewhat of an experiment. We've decided to do this in a way that's much more interactive. And unlike past years where I've been the one who basically does most of the talking and gives out the awards, we've asked several of the donors to participate and say a few words about the awards and help in recognizing the students. Things might go perfectly fine, and I hope they do, but I think the main thing is for all of us just to have fun with this thing and feel free as you're called up on the screen to just be comfortable, casual, and let's just really have a great time and have fun while we're doing this. Again, as in last year's, we have a few different categories of awards to give. We don't have as many awards to give this year because many of the awards are for study abroad programs, which, as you know, didn't happen this summer. So we're going to start with the Academic Merit Award category. And the first award I'll present, and it's the Rho chapter of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. And this is an award that we give every year, and it recognizes member of the Rho chapter of the Tau Sigma Delta Society. And it is it honors students that are in the top 20% of their class, and those are the ones who are eligible for membership. And so in this particular award, we have quite a few names, so we're not going to ask students to actually come up to the screen for this one, but I'm just going to call everybody's name, and then at the end, we can give this group a round of applause. So the students that are graduating in the spring of 2020 this year that are part of this group are Michelle Bunch, Emily Wilson, Emma Chastain, Reem Alshama, Kyle Barber, Tia Calhoun, Monica Risk, Sarah Louderman, Marta McClellan, and Maria Pastorelli. And the new inductees that came in the fall of 2019 are Brooke Almanis, Chloe Kernecki, and Zi Zhang. So let's give this group a round of applause and test out our clapping approach. All right, so that seemed to work. We tried several soundtracks for this, but they were all not great. So you're getting an actual round of applause from all the presenters. So for the next award, this is the School of Architecture Class of 1979 award, and this is an award that was put together by a large group of alumni from that class who have been super active, super engaged, and have really just been a blast to work with over the last several years. And I'm going to ask Ben Wofford, who's part of that group from the class of 79, he's waving to everybody right now, to come up and say a few words about this award, and then I'll announce the winner.
Thanks, Scott.
Ben? Yep.
And thanks a lot. Thanks for everybody coming. Just to start, since none of the students were here today, or even a concept in 1979, let me tell you, there were a lot of good things that were going on then. We had a peanut farmer from Georgia in the White House, and the very first cell phone network was invented that year. We knew nothing about it at the time, but it was invented. And it also snowed in the Sahara Desert for the first time ever. And at Georgia Tech, a class of 80 students graduated from the College of Architecture. And that group would go on to accomplish a lot of really great things in our field. And in 2019, at our 40th reunion, we created an endowment that celebrates the ideals that made our class special. And this endowment takes the form each year of an annual scholarship of $4,500. And each year, I read a little, or someone reads a little blurb about our class and this scholarship. So let me just read that now. This award honors and celebrates the class of 1979 in the School of Architecture at the Georgia Institute of Technology. Throughout our 4 years in the undergraduate program, we sought design excellence in ideas, presentation, and collaboration. We traveled the region, the nation, and the globe in search of inspiration to share with each other. We fostered a collegial and helpful atmosphere, an atmosphere that created leaders in the architectural program and leaders out in the world after we graduated. Members of the class of 1979 helped create an era of highest design quality within the history of the School of Architecture that garnered individual recognition and elevated the college standing as a place of innovation. Classmates won numerous design awards and design competitions at local, regional, national, and international levels. The group achieved significant individual success within the school and within the profession as a direct result of their selfless sharing of ideas and intellect. And we made lifelong friends in the process. As its enduring legacy, the class of 1979 established this scholarship award to recognize and instill those qualities it held dear in future generations of students in the School of Architecture at Georgia Tech. This award goes to a student that clearly embodies the attributes of the class of 1979, a spirit of collaboration with classmates and professors, leadership within the college, and the school, both academically and socially, and the conscious, continuous pursuit of design excellence and innovation.
Great,
Right.
thanks, Ben. Yep. So this year's award goes to Chloe Karnecki. So now Chloe has instantly joined us on screen, and Chloe, I mean, you can say a few words if you want. I know you're kind of on the spot here, but feel free to just say whatever you want to say.
Okay, yeah, just thank you so much. This means a lot. I really wasn't expecting this. I kind of thought that the Honor Society was like my little shout out, and I was like very excited about that. So I'm even like more over the moon. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. I hope I can, I guess, live up to the legacy that y'all have established. Yeah, thank you.
Great.
You rock.
Thanks, Chloe. So Chloe, I can tell you, you have a whole group of new friends in this class of 79. They'll stay in touch with you, I'm sure.
Awesome. I'm very excited. I look forward to it.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the next award is the Alan Salzman Scholarship. And this award was created by the family and friends in honor of Alan Salzman, who was an alum from 1957, and is awarded to an outstanding sophomore student for their excellence in design. And this is an interesting award because it's given to a student who really is just at the early part of their career, and as a sophomore. So it's a great award because it recognizes somebody who already is showing great promise and excellence in design. So this year's award goes to Sean Lee.
Yeah.
Come on out, Sean. There you are. Wow, that's a good background.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's again, everybody's being put on the spot here because a lot of these are surprises, but maybe you want to just say a couple of things about what you're learning as a designer and what you learned as a sophomore in your studios this year.
Yeah, so well, I'm really honored for this award, and well, this semester in studio, we've been really like learning about how to create like an atmosphere within architecture and how it really feels. So a big shout out to Julie Kim for like really helping us learn about this and really think about architecture and its deeper connection.
Great. Okay, great, Sean. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, the next award is the Albert Lee Hawes Scholarship. And this award was created by the family and friends in honor of Albert Lee Hawes, who was an alumni from the class of 1922. And this award is presented to an outstanding junior student studying architecture based on portfolio and design excellence. And this year there's two awardees, Isabella Caputo and Ziyi Zhang. So you guys come on up. Wow, so you're outside. It's always so fun to have these meetings and see where everybody is.
I know. Thank you so much.
Is Z here? Is she on the? Sure if she's. Okay. Well, that's okay. Maybe as she's coming up, or Isabel, I don't know if you want to say a couple of words about how things are going and how your year's been as a junior. You can discount the last 5 weeks unless it's been really fun for you somehow.
Yes, it's been a really interesting journey, being in quarantine for almost like 2 months. It's been a really crazy experience and awesome experience. And for my studio this year, I've learned a lot. We were doing some housing design apartment. And then that was like a really great experience because I've never worked on that kind of project. So that was a really great experience, and it was a really good challenge as well.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
Mm.
Well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so honored today.
All right, great.
Thank you.
All right. The next award is an Academic Achievement and Professional Promise Award, and this award is presented to an undergraduate student based on the quality and the design of their portfolio submission. And this year's award goes to Cathy Tran. Hey there, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Nervous, but excited. Thank you.
Good.
It's a huge honor. Thank you.
Good. So how's your year been?
I think this has been the most memorable year by far, especially with the situation, everything I've learned, everyone I've met. I feel like I've been more connected now than ever. So it's been a good semester, I think.
Great. No, that's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
All right, our next award is the John William Stanford Memorial Scholarship. And this scholarship was created by the family and friends of John William Stanford, who was an alumni in the class of 1949, and it was formed in his honor. This scholarship is awarded based on academic performance and professional promise. And this year's award goes to Hafsa Sayab.
Hi.
Hafsa, are you here? Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm very excited and thank you. I'm honored.
Great. It's funny, Hafsa and I have been working together in a class this semester, so it's funny when you popped up on the screen, it looked very familiar because you're in the same place that you've been in all the class meetings that we've had.
I didn't expect that to be for the rest of my semester to be in this position, but yes.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you so much. So,
Okay,
thank
great.
you.
Okay, our next award is the Stanley Loves Stanley Award, and we're very pleased to have Bill Stanley joining us today to say a little bit about this award. And I just want to say a couple things about Bill and Ivanu before he gets on, which is just to say that that you guys have been a tremendous inspiration to our African American and minority students, and have really served as mentors to them. Certainly, ever since I've been chair of the school. And I really want to just thank you for everything you've done. I mean, I see you on the campus a lot. I see you meeting with students a lot, and it means a tremendous amount. So we're very happy to have you joining us, Bill, and I'll hand it over to you to say a few things about the award.
Hello, everybody. I can't see myself, so I'm not sure if I'm on the camera yet, am I?
You are, and you have a hat that says 404 on it.
That's correct. Well, that's my area code, obviously. And the important thing about it is it's Texas campus. 30 years ago, Ivinu and I decided we would give an award to the most improved students of African descent in the College of Architecture, undergraduate and graduate, because there were so few of us in the profession. We represent, and then and now, only 2% of the profession of architecture. As the first black graduate of the College of Architecture, Ivinu, the first woman, we felt the responsibility to continue to become involved and stay involved. So over my 54 years of involvement in school, we've seen any changes. There's still a lot of work to do. And so this is an incentive award. It's chosen by the faculty for academic excellence, for leadership, for activism, and for dedication to those principles for which NOMA was founded, of which I was a former president 25 years ago. And for those who don't know, it's the National Organization of Minority Architects. We're compelled to do this good work. We're compelled to pay it forward. And so we are happy today that you've chosen 2 more students for this award. Now, let me say that the sculpture that is a part of this award is designed by Hans Frebel. Their galleries will open soon, so we'll put the mission in to have those made. Checks, not in the mail, it's in my bank account. And we'll talk about the optional summer internship at a more appropriate time. So, who are the winners?
Okay, so thank you, Bill. This year's winners go to our Dominique Dawson from the Bachelor of Science Undergrad Architecture program and Banksy Akuchu from the MArch program. So Dominique and Banksy, come up to the screen.
Didn't see me? Did you unmute?
There you go. Okay, there's Dominique. Banksy?
Hey, I think, is my video on?
We can't see your video.
Oh, It says it's enabled, so I'm not sure it's going to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we all know what you look like. You guys can just you can just talk if we can't get your video up.
Okay.
So congratulations, guys.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is an extreme honor. I really appreciate it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you as well. I didn't see this coming at all, so I'm honestly very, very honored, and thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to both of you.
Enjoy. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, Bill will be in touch with you. Okay, great. So our next award is the Arthur Frank Beckham Jr. Memorial Scholarship. And this award was created by the family and friends to honor Frank Beckham. He was a professor and he taught architectural history and drafting, if you guys know what drafting is, in the college from 1955 to 1990. And he also served as the assistant dean of the college from 1982 to 1990. So this award is presented to an outstanding undergraduate student for their design excellence and showing great academic promise. And this year's award goes to Ben Mayo. Ben?
Yeah,
there
I just
he
want
is.
to say, I guess, thank you to you, Scott, and I guess all the faculty and everything. Yeah, it's been a really fun year, and yeah, just looking forward to it. And yeah, just thank you so much. It's a really big honor.
Great. And Ben, you're also on the Student Advisory Council, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Ben's very active in the school and has done a great job.
Yeah.
Okay, great, Ben. Congratulations.
All right, cool. Thanks so much.
Okay, our next award is the Stevens and Wilkinson Scholarship, and this award was created by Tom Ramsey of Stevens and Wilkinson and is awarded to a minority architecture student that shows exceptional professional promise. And this year's award goes to Monica McAllis. Monica? Monica here? We'll give her a second. Okay. Somebody text Monica and tell her to join us. Okay, let's move to the next one. If Monica comes online, we'll circle back around. The next award is the Nyx Man Fellowship. And this award was created by the founders of Nyx Man and Associates, Henry Mann, class of 1969, and Louis Nyx. It's awarded upon admissions to the Master of Architecture program to exceptional students with high academic achievement and great potential to become a leader in the profession. So this is an award that was given at the beginning of the year, so I don't think it's a surprise. I hope it's not a surprise. and it goes to Barrick Blaker. Barrick?
Perfect. Hello. Okay, yeah, thank you.
There
It
you
is
are.
not guys.
Yeah, hey,
But,
Barrick.
Hey, Scott. Yeah, no, I'd like to say thank you. I know I technically earned this award well before today, but in the meantime, I'd like to say thank you to all the donors, to you, and to all of my classmates in the 3+ program for making this a great first year. Thanks, y'all.
Great. Thanks, Barrett. That's very nice. Okay. Yeah, to some of you who are part of these awards for the first time, we do recognize people who have won scholarships and awards upon entry into the school. So some of these are not surprises, but we just like to have one event where we consolidate all the awards into one and recognize all of our students. So just know that some, actually, I think most of these awards are surprises, but some are not. So the next award, and these are also not surprises, they were awarded upon admissions. The next award is the T. Gordon Little Fellowship. And this fellowship was established through an estate gift from T. Gordon Little. And he was an extraordinary interior designer who was not a tech alum, interesting, but he really liked tech. We like people like that. We like people who like tech. This is awarded to highly qualified Master of Architecture applicants who show exceptional academic and professional promise. And really, this is one of our most generous awards that we give to students. And we've had a great group. We have 3 at any given time. And this year we have a core student, in other words, a student who just came in this year, Katie Canfield, and we have an MArch who's in the 2nd year going into the 3rd year program, Christopher Trump, and Zachary Brown, who is in his last year currently. So Kate, Christopher, and Zachary, you guys come on up to the screen. Hey, Chris. Kate.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Zach, don't see Zach. Zach, you there? Zach's finishing up some projects probably. Okay, well guys, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Doing well, thanks.
Yeah, and just congratulations. I mean, this is not a surprise, but hopefully you guys have had, Kate, you've had a great first year. Chris, you've been here for a while. I mean, you did your undergrad here.
It's been a minute.
So in some way you're in your first year in grad program, but you're in your, 5th year at Georgia Tech?
Yeah, we'll count it as a 5th year.
Yeah. There's Zach.
Devoted. I'm not even in Hinman right now.
Wait a minute, where are you?
I was stopping by to get a couple things, so I'm actually in Hinman.
Okay, well that's good. So you can how does it feel? How does Hinman feel?
Like a typical late night in studio. No one else here.
Okay.
Show it to us again. We miss it.
Yeah, show us. Yeah, give us a little tour. Oh man.
I pulled a wall to hide myself, but I wasn't sure. There you go.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So it looks like everybody's models are still there, and
yeah,
great.
Everything's still crazy.
Good.
Kind of ghost town. Everything left as is.
So Zach, I'm going to put you on the spot. What advice do you have to Kate? She's just getting started.
Oh, no. I don't know. Try not to do too many all-nighters, but I don't know.
That's very good advice. That's very good advice.
That is good advice.
All right, great. Okay, well, guys, congratulations, and it's great to see you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. The next award is the Charles Brown Urban Design Fellowship, and we're we're going to have Ellen come up and say a few words about this award. And Ellen, you can announce the winners.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys can see me now. I am delighted. It's really makes an enormous difference to be able to use this award to attract some of our top candidates into the MS in Urban Design degree. We're incredibly grateful to Charles Brown, a very successful alum and real estate developer, for sponsoring this award, and it really has helped grow our family. And this year's Charles Brown Fellowship students have added to that family enormously. So I'd like to welcome Joel Jasu and Mutushi Majid to come and join.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for the award. It's a great honor.
I hear you, Mutushi. Can you share your video as well?
Yeah, sure.
I don't see you yet. I see Joel.
See Joel.
Hey.
Hey, Joel. There
Hey,
you
Scott.
are.
How are
Hi.
you?
There's Mutushi.
Hey.
Thank you so much for this award. It's a great honor. Thank you.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Joel, are you going to be going
Thank
for
you
another
so much.
degree now?
Right. Yeah, thank you so much. It's an incredible honor. I recently met, the donor about 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know that I actually had this award. But he was just an incredible gentleman, and I'm very honored for just the opportunity to be at Tech for another degree. And I wouldn't have ever asked for such a great institute to learn. And Ellen, thank you so much for championing me on for this second degree for sure. Thank you.
Great.
We're delighted.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Okay. So the next series of awards are part of a program that Susan Sanders helped start and really started several years ago, which are our firm fellowships and firm scholarships. And for several years now, many of our alum who have firms in Atlanta have sponsored the graduate firm fellowships and the undergraduate scholarships. And these have really allowed us to recruit and bring to Georgia Tech some of the top students who otherwise wouldn't be able to come to Georgia Tech. And these fellowships and scholarships have really been essential to the growth of the school over the past 5 years. And I just want to thank all of the firms that have participated in this program. I'm going to mention 3 of the graduate fellowships that we have, but in addition to these, there are several undergraduate firm scholarships supporting students in the BS program. And I want to recognize those firms: TBS Design, Lord X Sargent, Smallwood, Wakefield Beasley, ASD Sky, and Gary Corsi Architects. So thank you so much for supporting our student. It really means a lot. So the first firm fellowship that I want to recognize is the William H. Harrison Firm Fellowship. And this fellowship was created by William Harrison, Bill Harrison, who is also the sponsor of my chairship, which Bill and I have become good friends over the years. And this was established as an incentive fellowship for ambitious students applying to the School of Architecture, and it's awarded upon admissions to an outstanding applicant into the program. And this year's award went to Ashley Baldwin. Ashley?
Hi. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's really allowed me to come to Georgia Tech. experience all of this, and I'm definitely taking every advantage I can at Georgia Tech. I really appreciate it a lot.
Great. Thanks, Ashley.
I don't have words for it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Okay. The next firm fellowship is the Niles Bolton and Associate Fellowship. And again, this has the same criteria that all of them do, which is awarded to an applicant who shows great promise into the program. And Niles and his firm supports 3 students, and this year's the 2019 and 2020 recipients were Hafsa Siap, Nicole Schmitz, and Paula Santiago Toledo. So if you 3 want to come up. Right. So Paula, you were first to get on the screen. How are you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to thank all of you and the School of Architecture and now Bolton Associates for trusting us with this award and also supporting our development as architects here in academia. It's an honor, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity you've given us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also thank you for providing this opportunity to make it possible for me to be here in Georgia Tech, and thank you all. And I'm just so grateful to be in this community in Georgia Tech. Thank you so much for everything.
Great. I don't know if Nicole's on. Nicole, are you on? Okay. Again, somebody can text Nicole and tell her to join us. All right, great, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the third firm fellowship is the Perkins and Will Fellowship. And again, the same criteria as the other 2. And this year's firm fellowship went to Bill Reynolds. Bill? I said Bill, I meant Will. William Reynolds.
That's all good.
You go by
Hey,
Will,
Scott.
right?
Yes,
Hey,
Will.
how are you?
It's appropriate for the Perkins and Will Award.
That's true. That's true. We weren't thinking about that when we gave it to you.
Okay.
So you have to describe what's on the wall behind you there. It looks like a 3D print of something.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's a chunk from a branch technology project. I'm here in Chattanooga right now, which is where they're located, and I used to work there.
Cool.
Full circle.
Good. Good. Well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Okay, great.
Glad to be here.
Okay. So the next award is an award that's a Dean's Fellowship given out by the Dean French at the college in honor of John Portman. And this was created by the John Portman Dean's Chair, and the fellowship is offered to an outstanding applicant upon admission to the program. And the 2019 and 2020 recipient was Rand Zalzala. Rand, you want to come up?
Yes. Hi, can you see me?
Yes, we can. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thank you very much. This is awesome. And honestly, I would not be here at Tech if it wasn't for this fellowship. So thank you very much.
Well, that means a lot, and it's so important to hear you say that we can offer these kind of things to allow students like you to come. So it's great.
Thank you.
We're
Great.
very happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Okay, Rand, thank you. Okay, now the second category of awards we're going to go into are leadership and service awards. And the first award is the Alpha Rho Chi Medal. Since 1931, the Bronze Alpha Rho Chi Medal is awarded to a graduating senior who has demonstrated leadership, service, and professional promise. And this award is supported by the generosity of one of our alum from that infamous class of 1979, Ken Gwinner. And this year's award goes to Anna Mcewan. Anna? Is Anna with us? Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for this. This is very surprising.
I forgot. This is a surprise, right? This was a surprise.
Absolutely.
Okay.
My time here at Tech has been really memorable, and I've absolutely enjoyed my time here. And I want to thank everybody, all the professors and the people in my class who I've gotten to know over time. And it's really, really great memories.
All right, good. Well, thank you so much, Anna, and
Thank you.
congratulations. Okay, the next award, we're going to ask Ken to come up and say a few words about, but this is the Gwinner AIAS Student Leadership Award. And Ken, as I mentioned earlier, is from the class of 79 and is, I think I met Ken before I even became chair of the school and has been a real supporter and a great friend since I've been here. So Ken, it's good to see you.
You too. Well, thank you for that introduction. And, you know, Ben talked a little bit earlier about what was going on back in 79 and those years. And something that was kind of unique about that time is the student AIA organization. And I had gone all through undergraduate school and watched the organization kind of come and go depending on, you know, who the leader was of AIA. And so in graduate school, I decided to get involved for the first time. And the organization just exploded with energy and incredible. We had 250 members of the AIAS, if you can imagine that. And it was an incredible group. And we had a great group of people, and we put on great Beaux-Arts balls and, you know, just incredible events during that year. So I thought to myself, you know, it would be great if this position could get some kind of compensation, if you will, for the hard work that goes into it. I knew what it meant for me and how much effort it took. So I thought to myself, as soon as I get to that point in life where I can create a scholarship, it would make this work. I would. So 28 years ago, I went back to my records is when I started this endowment. And first, it was just to go to the president, and been very happy to do that over the years. And then over time, I'll tell you this little story that is helpful to know. When you create an endowment at Georgia Tech, it's very well run by the Georgia Tech Foundation. I wish I could put my own personal money in there because they do a great job of fundraising. And every year it gives out a certain percentage of the endowment. But if they make more than that, that money goes back into the endowment. So I haven't put any money into this for many, many years, and yet it keeps growing and growing. So now we're fortunate to be able to give 3 awards to the president and the 2 vice presidents, and also the Alpha Rho Chi Medal, you know, comes with a financial award that comes out of this exact fund. So when you get to a point in life, if you'd like to give back to Georgia Tech, it's an excellent way to do it, and I encourage all of you to think about that.
Great, thank you, Ken. And so this these awards go, as Ken mentioned, go to the incoming president, the incoming vice president for the undergrads, and the incoming vice president for the graduate program. So the incoming president is Colt Brock. The incoming vice president for undergrads is Caitlin Hestad, and the incoming vice president for the graduate is Chris Trump. So you guys want to come up? So this is an easy one. Like, what do you guys have planned for next year?
Oh, man. We're starting to work with our new board in these coming weeks, and we have a lot of big things planned, new events, trying to revamp some old events, working on Beaux-Arts Ball already, almost a year in advance. So looking forward to that. And, yeah, thank you so much on behalf of all of us. But, yeah, don't want to say anything.
Graduate students, be on the lookout. I have, hopefully a lot coming your way. Hopefully a mentorship program and some other things with some professionals, getting them in the building. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is really an honor, and it just allows us to continue doing hard work and serving our architecture community. So thank you.
Great. And I really like the fact that I don't know when this happened a couple of years ago, but it used to be, Ken, you mentioned that it used to kind of ebb and flow depending on who the president was. Well, it also used to kind of ebb and flow between the graduate program and the undergraduate program depending on who the president was. And a few years ago, it was changed to where there's a vice president for the undergrad and grad. And so now, the two programs are working really well together. So,
That's
we
great.
look forward to next year.
Thank you so
I
much.
look forward to meeting all of you at some point in the near future.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great.
Okay, so the next award under the Leadership and Service Award category is the Henry Adams AIA Gold Medal and Certificate of Achievement. This medal is awarded by the American Institute of Architects to the top-ranking Master of Architecture student for their academic achievement and general excellence in architecture. And this year's award, pretty sure this is a surprise, goes to Michelle Bunch. Michelle?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow.
It's funny, Michelle, you were part of our rehearsal for this. And when we were testing how this was working, Michelle was winning every award because it was, she was joining us. So now it's the real deal.
I know. What a surprise. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a good run. Tried to give it everything I've got. So
Yeah. Now you've done so much for the school. I mean, you've been here, of course, undergrad and grad, and you've really done a tremendous amount of work on so many things. I don't know if people know, but Michelle is really behind our Instagram success. And working closely with Carmen, you guys have completely grown the followers and just the quality of our Instagram feed. It's really been great. So thanks for everything you've done for the school.
thank y'all for supporting me over the years. I appreciate it.
Okay, good. All right. So the next award is the School of Architecture Leadership, Service, and Professional Promise Award. And this is awarded to a student who has exhibited professionalism and leadership through their contributions to the overall school's goals, and while also maintaining an excellent standard of work through their courses. So this is awarded to somebody who come almost outside of their curriculum in their kind of academic work. They've just helped, they've helped the school at large. And very happy this year to give this award to Sarah Lauderman. Sarah?
See, there we go. Hi.
Hey.
Thank you
Sarah,
very much.
Who is ready for graduation right after this event, the 12 Light graduation?
Thank you very much. This means a lot, and I cannot say enough about how amazing the past 2 years have been at Tech. So
that's great. Well, thank you for so much. And again, sort of like Michelle, Sarah has been part of a team that's been working a lot on our website, and which is going to roll out, I think, sometime this summer. So you haven't seen a lot of the work that Sarah's been doing, but you're going to see it very soon. So thank you, Sarah, for everything you've done, and congratulations on this award.
thank you.
Okay, the next award is the Lord Sargent Design Fellowship. And this fellowship is awarded based on outstanding academic and design achievement to a student entering their final year of the MArch program. So this would be somebody in the second year of the program. And we're lucky to have Josh Andrews from LAS here to say a few words and about this award.
Great, thank you, Scott. I got the official Scott Marble headset on for today. So. I just want to say a quick note just to the students that are on. I can imagine some of the challenges you all have been going through and what you're facing now as you start to go out and looking for internships and jobs. And I just want to encourage you just to stick with this. Hang in there. This is just a really great profession. And so I just encourage you just to be creative right now, hone your skills, And, I can't think of a better profession where you can go from an idea to a sketch to really creating something that's a physical reality that makes real and tangible impacts on people's lives. So we've gone through different stages of, throughout the people's careers, and we've had times where people have dropped out of school and dropped out of the profession because of hard times. And I know we'll make it through this. I just want to encourage you all to stay plugged into this profession, and I hope you'll join it soon. Okay, so with that, just sort of focus on this award as a two-time graduate of the School of Architecture. I'm happy and honored to be here today to represent the Lord X Sargent Fellowship. And so this really goes to a top-performing student that the faculty has selected. And our hope is that in addition to the funding, that we'll find opportunities for engagement with the firm and give you some opportunities to learn more about what the practice of architecture is like. Thank you, Scott.
Okay, thanks, Josh, for those encouraging words too. It means a lot to hear somebody in practice, just be encouraging at this time. So thanks a lot. Okay, so this year the award goes to Amaya Yawalkar. Amaya, it's going to come up.
Thank you so much for this. This was kind of unexpected. I had no idea about this.
Okay, this is a surprise.
Attend the ceremony as an attendee, and then I got an email yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
Look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I've been told that Monica's on now. So Monica, I'm going back to the Stevens and Wilkinson Scholarship. We already kind of mentioned what that is, but it's glad. Oh, there you go. That's great. It's great to have you join us, and congratulations on this.
Thank you so much.
That's a great backdrop.
Really appreciate it. I tried to be a little festive today.
That's good.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, and thanks for everything, and congratulations on graduation. Okay, so now we go into the final category of the awards, which are competitions and special recognition. And we're going to start with the Mike Rice Design Competition, which is a competition that takes place in the first year undergraduate studio. And we have Danielle Wilkins and Michelle Reinhardt here to talk about this award. And Danielle and Michelle have done an incredible job this year of kind of continuing to evolve the first year design studio. It's a super challenging studio to teach, and it really lays the foundation for students as they move through the program. But you guys have done a great job, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. So Danielle and I were partners in crime this year, and we want to give you a little bit of information about the Mike Rice Design Competition. It was created by the friends and family of Mike Rice, who graduated in both 76 and 79. While he was a graduate student, Mike taught in the first year design studio and had a reputation for being an empathetic and enthusiastic professor who really encouraged his students to go above and beyond their limits and to explore design. And so this award is presented to talented first-year students in architecture based on the merit of their final project in each first-year studio section. I'd really like to thank Janice Wichibi, who is the lead juror for us this year. When they were initially reviewing the projects, they were really impressed with the level of the work. And all of the 10 finalists that they reviewed, they said were exceptional to have contended with existing conditions, a challenging site, and a very full and complicated program. And they really wanted to make sure that we commend all of the finalists for their impressive efforts. So Danielle, do you want to announce the finalists?
Sure. We had 2 shortlisted projects from each studio. So we'll name the shortlisted projects, and Michelle will then name the awardees, and we'll do applause at the very end. So for our shortlisted students, Sam Amick, Susanna Greiner, Sakshi Kakid, Ash King, Emily Mossbaugh, and Lizzie Turak.
Great. And so what we'd like to do is pull up the 4 award winners, and then once we pull them all up and we have them on the screen, we'll announce them in order. So we have Walden Jones, Mariana Godfrey, Maria Malek, and Lina Shia.
This is interesting. So you guys are going to have everybody come up and then announce the rankings. That's good. We'll do that. We'll do that for the Portman Prize too.
We'll keep the suspense.
And everybody's here, it looks like.
On the call. Okay, we hear Lena. So for honorable mention, the award goes to Walden Jones.
Yeah, Walden.
Do you have any comments you want to make?
Sorry?
You have any comments?
We're putting you on the spot.
Okay, wait, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Danielle, and who's my studio critic, and just the entire freshman studio for navigating this. I thought it was actually really nice transition into like online and everything. So yeah, thank you.
Job. Third prize, we have Mariana Godfrey.
Thank you so much. I have my parents here, so first of all, I want to say thank you to both of them. I know it's been a lot of late nights recently, so thank you for staying with me on that. Would really like to extend a big thank you to my studio family, especially my two critics this past year, Megan and Gustavo. Thank you so much.
All right. Second prize, we have Lina Sia.
This is a little unexpected, but I just want to say thank you for this honor, and also thank you to all the professors that have taught me and helped me get here.
And first place, obviously, is Maria Malek.
Thank y'all so much. This is such a huge honor. I want to take a minute to thank all the faculty that I've had the pleasure of meeting, as well as both of my studio critics, Michelle first semester and Gustavo second semester, and my peers for being so encouraging and supportive this whole time. I had a great first year, and I can't wait for future years. Thank you.
Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so the next award is the Earthshare Fellowship, and we have Tangela Monroe here to talk a little bit about this award. Tangela is the Assistant Director of the AIA Georgia Association. Is that right, Tangela? Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, good. Well, welcome.
Great. Thank you. I just want to say on behalf of the Architecture Foundation of Georgia, we're pleased to present the Earthshare Award this year. As some of you know, the Fellowship Award was established by Marcy Reed, who was the former executive director for the foundation, and her husband, Robert Reed, who is a graduate of the architecture program. And of course, the goal of the program is to support Georgia Tech's efforts to educate future leaders in sustainable design and construction. This year's recipient has quickly established herself as a leader among her peers, helping to mobilize and spearhead the sustainable studio, and has demonstrated excellence in advancement of sustainable design and building practices. And Scott, I'll turn it back over to you to announce the winner.
Okay, great. So this year's award goes to Caitlin Demopoulos. Caitlin?
No, Caitlin?
Caitlin, are you here? Can't see if her name is on the list. Okay, she just got promoted to presenter. Caitlin, hi.
Hi, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This means a lot, especially just promoting environmental awareness within the school is really important. to me and especially my classmates. So thank you to my classmates for also helping with this effort and getting involved, and then also your support, Julie and Scott, as well.
Great. Well, Caitlin, this is an opportunity to pitch the new student org. I mean, that's part of, yeah.
Sure, yeah. If anybody wants to get involved next year, we actually changed the name from Sustainable Studio to Eco, but we're just really focused on trying to make our learning environment more environmentally conscious and reducing waste and reusing materials and finding different ways that we can improve our environment within the School of Architecture. So we'd love to have all of you on board.
Great. Well, congratulations, Caitlin. Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you, Tangela.
Welcome.
Okay, the next award is the Architecture Foundation of Georgia Scholarship, and for this award, I think we have Lily Barrios here. Is Lily here?
Lily might not be here, so if it's okay, I'll take it over.
Oh, you're going to do this one too. Okay, great. I know you both are very involved in it. No, absolutely.
No problem. So the scholarship is the Architecture Foundation Scholarship, which was formerly the Dorothy Spence Memorial Fund, is given to students at the 3 accredited colleges, and it's designed to be given in their final 2 years of classwork. So this year, the foundation awarded 3 students from Georgia Tech who have demonstrated imagination, highly thoughtful and analytical design, ambition, community service, and leadership. And I'll let you announce the names, Scott.
Okay, great. So the 3 students this year who are winners are Hafsa Siap, Christy Cho, and Quinn Pham. If you guys want to come up.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
All right, everybody's here. Hey, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yes, the scholarship
Great.
committee was very impressed with all of your submissions.
Great. 3, yeah, I can imagine how you guys won. It's very exciting. Okay, great. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So the next award is the Dagmar Epstein Environmental Vision Prize, and we have Dagmar here to talk a little bit. Dagmar is one of our alum, distinguished alum from the class of 1984, and Michael Gamble's also joining. Michael and Tarek Raka taught the studio that this award comes from. So, and there's Tarek. Tarek, you get a haircut?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. It looks good. All right, Dagmar, I'll hand it over to you guys now.
The International Vision Prize is now in its 5th year, and I initiated the prize from a desire to recognize innovative designs that foster life on this planet through regenerative processes. And this year, the awards were given in a studio focusing on daylight and nightlight. The jury included a PhD candidate, Miriam Abdelasim from New Jersey Institute of Technology, Professor Muhammad Ali Edman from Yale University, Professor James Halliburton from Texas A&M, and somewhat behind the scenes, also local architect Robert M. Kane, and professors Michael Gamble and Tarek Raka, and myself. And we decided to recognize 5 projects, 2 with honorable mentions, and they will receive book awards, and it will take a few weeks to get those books to you, so sorry about that. And then also 3 prizes. What these projects impressed us with is the vision that they showed. And just to give you an overview, there was an approach for collecting and using rainwater in areas of rising sea levels. There was a storm-resistant biomorphic building that provides shelter during climate disasters. There was a healing and joyful environment for children with the artful use of light and color. A makerspace in a high-rise with optimized daylight from an overcast day, and a prototype roof structure for using daylight to lessen seasonal affective disorder. I wish you could see these wonderful presentation boards, and I hope you have a chance to see them otherwise. I think I'm turning it over to Scott, unless Michael and Tarek want to say anything.
Yeah, I'm going to pass we're going to pass the baton over to Tarek. Tarek, you're on mute. And Tarek is going to give us a little background on what we did in the studio and the top high-performance building student.
Sure.
Tarek,
So,
do you guys want to read the names? Michael, do you guys have the names? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay.
So for the let's take it for the prizes first, and then I'll go to the top high performance building student. So for the honorable mention, it's Miami Filter. This is Colin Grill, Darcy Brown, and Madison Prince. Will you please go up just to recognize you? Hey. So there's. Do you guys have anything you want to tell us?
Good photo, Darcy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great, Darcy. Yeah,
Nothing can
wow.
stop me. I just want to say thank you so much. We came really far this semester, and it was a pleasure working with y'all.
Yeah, I got to say,
Absolutely.
team, it was fun. Yeah, it went really smoothly, and I couldn't have asked for a better group either. So it went great.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
So the second honorable mention is Coral Glow in Puerto Rico. This is Bianca Campos and Jayati Chabra.
There we go. And for those of you who may not know, we have a combined studio, so the students work collaboratively with high performance building students and Master of Architecture students. Quite an experiment.
I guess Bianca's not here, but Jayati.
Yeah, I don't know where she is. Why is she not here?
Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you so much. From her side as well, if she's not here. Thank you.
Cool. The third prize is Temporal Chroma by Danny Marquez and Tarek Sharif. Are you guys here?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks to Danny as well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely, our pleasure. The second prize is Art Factory by Robert Vividis and Devashri Saini.
All right, well, let's give them a rest.
Robert here and Devashri.
Here.
I see Devashri typing things on the right, so she's probably here. I don't know if the video's on. Okay, well, congratulations to both of you. And the first prize winner is Circadian Emulator by Arti Verma, Norhan Saeed, and Devanshi Kesaria. I'm pretty sure Norhan was here. I'm pretty sure Arti's here.
I don't know if you can see me or hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay.
It looks like you're coming. There you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. And I know Devanshi is here too, but.
Hi,
I know Arti's here. Arti's here.
Thank you so much. We would really like to thank Dagmar for her support and her inputs throughout the semester. And we really appreciate all your thoughtful comments. And
Yeah.
on
I would like to thank Michael and Tarek too for guiding us through the studio.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Well, we look forward to next year. We'll run the same studio, probably slightly different subject matter. But I would like to thank Dagmar as well, and Tarek is such a wonderful teaching partner. It's an absolute pleasure working with Tarek. So we look forward to even better things. And we've also submitted all the students have submitted to the VLUX competition, which is an international competition. So last year we fared extremely well, and we're hoping for something good to happen this year as well. Thank
You're
you.
always
So,
welcome.
Tarek, shall
I
we?
just wanted to add that I couldn't have asked for a better team.
Yeah, it's been, and thank you everyone for this honor. Really, all of the effort, everything was just perfect. Thank you.
I really enjoyed being involved with the students and also with the professors. You're very welcome. I got something out of it. Thank you.
Your contributions are invaluable, Dagmar. So, Tarek, do you want to pick up with the High Performance Building Student Award?
Every year we have a choice for top high performance building student. And last year it was Ronak Taiberwala who had a fantastic contribution to the program overall. This year is very difficult because, as you can see, each of the 5 students are very special, very dedicated, absolutely outstanding. You elevate the high performance building program really. But we had to make a choice, and the choice was, and she doesn't know this, it's Jayati Shabra. She has achieved remarkable, outstanding contributions to research. She submitted a journal paper currently under review and a conference abstract are also under review. She was my teaching assistant in environmental systems too, and I've worked with TAs over the past 5 years. I've never had anyone as dedicated and thoughtful and basically contributing so much to the education of the MArch students as well as her enrichment. So Jayati, can you please come up for recognition? I just want to thank her one more time.
Okay, this is not a... Thank you so much.
Do you have any words of wisdom?
To you. Yeah, for sure. Like, I just don't know. Like, I was not expecting this. So thank you so much, Tarek, for giving me the opportunity to do all of those things. If it was not you, then maybe all of that would not have happened. So I hope to continuously work towards my goals in the future as well. So yeah, thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.
I would like to add that smile and level of curiosity she brought to the studio setting 3 times a week. And I'm so proud of the high performance building students and architecture students. So thank you all for a wonderful semester. We'll pass it back to Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Tarek. And thanks, Dagmar. So the next award is the ULI, the Urban Land Institute, Gerald D. Hines Student Urban Design Competition. And I'm going to let Ellen come up and talk about this. And I want to once again just acknowledge how much Ellen has done for this competition and how she's elevated it to be such a big part of the experience, really, of so many students in the School of Architecture. So great job once again, Ellen. And I'll hand it over to you.
Well, it really is my pleasure that every year now, I don't know how many years it's been, but I coordinate all of the entries from Georgia Tech to this really unique interdisciplinary competition. It requires students to form teams of 5 students, and they must represent at least 3 different disciplines. So usually a couple of architects, a couple city planners, some real estate students, and some urban design students. It's only a 2-week competition, but they produce amazing boards and a pro forma. So it's a real learning opportunity about how design and development have to be coordinated. This year's competition, the site was in Miami. Clearly, issues of climate change were a big deal, but the site was also right at a proposed new transit stop. And as always, our Georgia Tech tends to really do pretty well in this competition. There were 113 entries nationwide and 4 finalists, and I think 7 or 8 honorable mentions, and we snagged 2 of the honorable mentions. So I'm really, really proud of our teams and of the advisors. So I'm going to bring up in no particular order, but we'll bring up one of the teams first. That their proposal, Health on Higher Ground, recognized the need for natural disasters, and with sea level rise, the fact that the train station was built along a ridge line, they proposed a hospital and a hotel that could also provide emergency beds for the hospital. A lot of really cool ideas about sort of mixed use centered around a hospital. The faculty advisors were John Threadgill and Costin Dickinson, a recent MArc and MSUD grad. And Rick Porter, also, I really have to acknowledge, as head of the MRED program, he really, really helps in coordinating this whole thing. So I'd like to invite up to recognize Zachary Brown from the MArc program, George Doyle and Eleni Croy, both with the MSUD, and Brock Thompson from planning program, and Rand Zalzala. And I'm hoping I'll get Rand to come back again and do the ULI next year. So let's bring up that group. Starting to see a few familiar faces. All right. You guys want to say anything about the competition?
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I really enjoyed doing the competition and all of my teammates.
Yeah, I also wanted to thank the teammates as well. Thank you all, Eleni, Zach, and Rand. And I don't know if Brock is online or not, but thank you all for the unique opportunity that we had to work interdisciplinary in achieving a visionary goal that we had.
Yeah, thank you all. And yeah, to all of our advisors as well. They gave us a lot of help. It was very intense 2 weeks, but it was a lot of fun and we gained a lot from it. So thank you.
It was a great experience. Thank you guys.
All right, so now I want to try this. I want to try to do a high five, though none of us know whose screen is really top or bottom on anything. But I think if we just all do the hands to the middle, I want to do a collective high five.
That worked.
Good job, guys. All right, thanks. Now, the second team that got an honorable mention also just did a fantastic job. Their scheme was called Living Rooms and really was emphasizing the design of public space in their project, but performing multiple functions. Absolutely very social space, but also with a really unique stormwater collection system. Again, extremely important in Miami. And I think also extremely important, both of these schemes almost seem prescient about the kinds of challenges that we're going through right now. And not being able to occupy as much public space as we'd like. Brian Bell did a fantastic job as an advisor, and Jeff Williams was the professional advisor, Perkins and Will. And I'd like to welcome Connor Smith, Wanli Gao, Joel Jassu, Giselle Jen, and Nick Ferran. Stage. And if Brian or Jeff, I didn't actually ask if the advisor, I don't know if John or Costin were around, but if Brian Bell or Jeff Williams are online, by all means, I hope the advisors will join as well. Great. Is Connor or Wan Lee also coming in? I see Giselle and Joel.
Yep, I'm here.
Well,
right,
would you like to say a few words about the competition? Congratulations for the honorable mention.
Thank you. This was. Go ahead. Oh, one day joined.
A few about the competition.
Yep, there she is. Thank you. This was. Oh, one day joined.
Oh,
Yep, there she is.
thank you.
I think we have some weird delay and echo happening. We might just need to move on, Ellen. Congratulations, yeah.
Congratulations. All right, this time we're just going to do the double thumbs up. And thanks again for a really fabulous work and representing us so well to the rest of the nation with your this really competitive competition. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for a really fabulous.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to the next award. And this award is the ARCC King Student Medal for the best doctoral dissertation. And we have Sonnet Bafna, our incoming director of our PhD program, to join us to give out this award. Sonnet?
Hi, Scott. Hi, everyone. So the King Medal is given by the ARCC for excellence in architectural and environmental design research to a student which is nominated by each member institution. At Tech, we award it to a graduating doctoral student who has demonstrated exceptional skill and knowledge in producing his or her own dissertation, and has also established a strong record of contribution to research as a student. So 2 criteria. And this year, the award goes to Dr. Chan Fan. Chen works in the area of architectural morphology. His dissertation was produced under the supervision of Dr. John Peponis, and this title is Structures and Types of Differentiated Street Grids. And let me just say a few words because I also happen to work a little bit with Chen. John actually thinks that Chen is amongst the top graduates that he supervised, and the most able to relate the philosophical premises of space syntax to the mathematical foundations. So it is not quite common. It's a bit rare to do that. His dissertation involved computing all possible variations of types of urban grids given certain conditions, and then studying the resulting performance parameters. And to those who are new, who don't know much about the field of architectural morphology, this is actually a study which was conceived, this kind of study of studying all possible variations, theoretical variations, was conceived many decades ago, but has not been realized till now. So Chen's work is quite foundational, and John thinks that it will have a big impact on studies going forward. Right now, Chen is a postdoctoral fellow at Urban Information Lab at the University of Texas in Austin, and he's already authored about 7 peer-reviewed journal papers and a number of conference presentations. So he's going very strong. So Chen, if you are there, can you come up?
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but can you turn your video on?
I think I have turned my, let me see. Yes, now I have turned my.
Here you are.
Nice to see you, Chen.
It's so good to see your faces at Georgia Tech. It's been a year since I defended my dissertation, so I'm pleasantly surprised to receive the award. I'd like to thank Georgia Tech School of Architecture and ARCC for awarding me the King Medal. I'm grateful for the financial support received from George, Scott, and Julie over the years of my study at Georgia Tech. I wish to thank Robin's help in guiding me through all the administrative processes. I appreciate the teaching opportunities provided by Fred and Benji. I learned a lot about American cities from Ellen and shape grammar from Thanos. I thank Sonnet for the many inspiring conversations and Fried for constantly pushing me to finish up my dissertation and graduate. Finally, I feel incredibly lucky to be one of John Peponis' students. I want to thank him for his artful guidance and for being an endless source of inspiration in my study and life. Thank you again for the award.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations, Shin. It's great to see you. All right, the next award is the Lewis F. and Patricia R. Lanter Student Award. And I'm going to bring up Julie Kim to talk about and give this award.
Hi, everybody. It's really great to see. I've been scrolling through the names of everyone who's online, and it's really great to see everyone's names. And I can't wait till when we can all see each other in person and celebrate together. So this award is an award that was created by the friends and family of Patricia and Lewis Lanter, who he was an associate professor that taught architectural theory and design, and in the Paris program from 1978 until 1992. He received his Bachelor of Architecture in 1968 from Georgia Tech, and then went on and received a BA in Fine Arts from the University of Mississippi, and then his MArch from Columbia. So this award is one that all the graduating students in the senior class are invited to submit their portfolios for review by the faculty. I guess I'm trying to remember, I guess today's Friday. So earlier this week, we all got together, the faculty, and reviewed all of the portfolios. And so this is really recognition from the faculty for design excellence and the top design portfolio from a graduating senior. God, should I say the name? Can I?
Yeah, you can go ahead and say the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited to recognize Karen Tran with this award. Karen, this is tremendous.
I'd like to thank the School of Architecture for this award, and I'm wearing my I Love Chi t-shirt because I love the school and I love everybody here and I love all my professors. I love all my professors, but shout out to Julie, Fred, and Renelle Noel. I think you guys have inspired me the most, and I love you guys.
Great.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Julie gave me a heart.
I did.
All right, congratulations. Okay, the next award is the James Bowden Addy Award, and this is an award given to an outstanding undergraduate in our BS architecture program. And this award is based on their overall portfolio and design skills, academic performance, and professional promise. And this is also based partly on the portfolio reviews that Julie just mentioned. And I'm happy to announce this year's winner is Anna Mcewan. Anna, you still here?
I'm here. Thank you. I guess some of the faculty have seen my portfolio, and I really hope it expresses my gratitude towards them. And it wasn't so much about my work, but about what I've learned and how I learned it. And I absolutely enjoyed my time here. I said that before, but
No, that's great.
It's really something that I'm going to remember.
Yeah, no, that's very nice. Well, thank you, Anna. It's been great having you part of the school. It's been fantastic to see you go. I can actually just remember back, I believe you were part of the Student Advisory Council in your first year, and I can remember, that 4 years ago. So, yeah, it's been great to watch you mature and grow and learn, and you have a tremendous future ahead of you.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next award, we're going to ask Michael to come up and give this award. This is the Alex Roush Design and Research Award. This is the DNR award. And I want to just give Michael credit for actually coming up with the concept for this award. I think we all felt like by the time students got to their last year in the master's program, we weren't doing enough to recognize what they were accomplishing in their terminal year. And Michael came up with this idea, and we've been doing it, for 3 years now? 4 years, maybe?
Second year. Third year.
Third year. Okay. So anyway, Michael.
Okay, so the Design and Research Award, for those of you who don't know, the DNR studios are the sort of culmination of our Master of Architecture Studies program. And the DNR award recognizes 2 semesters of excellence in design and research. And these are, the DNR is, the way I understand it, is what you want to carry into practice with you. So we have a lot of super talented faculty participating. We have a lot of great support. And the competition this year was really fierce. And it's fierce because the quality of our portfolios have gone through the roof. And you're going to see a link on our website. I have my fingers crossed, but we want to be sure that these portfolios are out there so everyone can see them. But so the competition was fierce. We looked over the course of 2 semesters, and we do have a winner. But before I announce the winner, there's 2 other things that I'd like to say in this really unique setting today. One, it's very bittersweet for me this time every year to see our graduates leave. And we work hard on the front end to recruit you to Georgia Tech. I take a very serious interest in your education. There's a whole group of dedicated faculty that are working to shape the curriculum. And I want to just congratulate you all and know that I'm around. I mean, I'm around this summer. I'm here, and we want to hear from you. So we're not quite done yet, but I definitely want to recognize all the graduating Master of Architecture students. And there's one other recognition that needs to be made here. Scott and Julie work timeless. I mean, they work nonstop behind the scenes to ensure the success of our college and our school. And I know that Scott has recognized the staff, but we really need to offer up a round of applause to Julie and Scott, because you wouldn't believe, it's hard to imagine what it takes to run a School of Architecture program in this climate. And they do it with joy. They do it very earnestly. There's always some laughter and humor, which makes a huge difference. So I want everybody just to take a moment, turn your mics on, and let's say thank you to Julie and Scott. Oh, and by the way, I have to announce the DNR award. It's Michelle Bunch. Michelle Bunch, come on down.
Michelle.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. What a surprise.
I will tell you, I cannot believe how much deliberation went on around. And there's so many fantastic portfolios, but you demonstrated a level of consistency, analysis, and curiosity, which kept you right at the top of the discussion at every turn. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for all the work that you put into it. And yeah, shout out to my classmates who have also done a load of amazing work. It's been amazing to see over the course of the year. Thank you. Wow.
Awesome. Okay, I'll turn it back over to Scott.
Okay, thanks, Michael, and thank you for those kind words. So our next award, I'm going to bring Ellen back up. This is the top designer for the Master of Science in Urban Design Award. Ellen?
Hello. So first off, I want to say to the MSUD students, you guys still owe me for a potluck dinner. We have a little tradition every year. I welcome the class in the fall to my home, and I cook for everybody. But usually at the end of the spring, we have a big potluck and they cook for me, and it's the best dinner ever. So we obviously can't quite do that virtually, but as soon as we can, Just a little reminder, you owe me. So, but really on the topic of the top designer in the MSUD this year, it was again, like as similar as Michael said, it was really a very tough decision. This was a great class, and so much of the work is teamwork that just also makes it difficult sometimes to evaluate the portfolio. What are really the nuances and the differences between the portfolios? Every portfolio that was submitted from this year, the current class, and from the December graduates received a vote as somewhere along the line. I mean, it was a tough one. But I'm pleased to announce the winner was selected not only because she has a fantastic portfolio, she has an amazing attitude, she has enthusiasm and energy that just seems endless, and at the same time, thoughtfulness and really, really a deep interest in research. I'm delighted that she's going to be starting the PhD program with me in the fall. This year's MSUD top designer goes to June Wang. June, come on up.
Thank you all. Thanks so much for offering this award, and also thanks to all my partners who helps me to accommodate to this whole new environment. That's my first time in United States. So thank you all for offering this award. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, we're getting close to the end. I know we're going, I just looked up and I'm having so much fun. I didn't realize we've been going on for a while. So we have one more award before we move to the Portman Award, and this is the Marthame Sanders Award for the top designer in the Master of Architecture program. And this award was created by friends and family to honor Marthame Sanders, class of 26. And she was also former Board of Trustees member for the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. The award's presented to a graduate student with outstanding academic achievement, a marked flair for creativity, and a determination to make a contribution to the betterment of society. This is also an award that was, it was very, very competitive. I mean, Michael mentioned this, but the portfolios this year and just the quality of work from so many of our graduating students was just exceptional. We really could have given out many more awards, but we had to decide on one. And this year's award goes to Clay Kenningham. Clay?
Hey. Wow, thank you so much. This means a whole lot. I want to thank just all the faculty at Georgia Tech, having spent undergrad and now grad school here. So I've learned so much over the past 6 years. But I've learned a lot from my classmates too. So thanks to my classmates who've just helped me and taught me a lot as well. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, great. Well, congratulations, Clay. Really beautiful work and beautiful portfolio, and just great work throughout your time here at Georgia Tech. You have been here for a while.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to move to the Portman Prize Awards. And I want to bring up David Yoakum, who directed the studio and really has done a tremendous job the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, I can't remember, in this incredibly ambitious and challenging studio. But it's just gotten better and better and better each year, and David is a big part of that. So David, thanks for joining us, and I'll let you take it away.
Okay, thanks, Scott. Can you hear me just fine?
Yep.
Okay, great. So yeah, the Portman, what a studio it is every year. We take on advanced sustainability topics. It's a competition studio. all students take it at the same time across 4 sections. It's a lot of fun and a lot of work. 2 things I just want to note. We couldn't do it without Portman Architects. They are a critical component to the studio, and they underwrite it, they make it happen, and we really enjoy their involvement. And so it can't happen without them, and thank you to Portman Architects. Alan Argansky was our design critic for the 2nd year in a row. Not only is he a great person, but he's an excellent designer and a gifted educator. And I think Georgia Tech really profited in so many ways from having him around, and it's a high bar for the critic for future years. Our topic was the reuse of existing buildings and materials. We took an existing building, studied it intensively, and the students across the semester made whole new kinds of architecture out of something that already existed. So it was a lot of fun. We had a final jury, and then we had a prize jury. And we had 14 finalists for the prize jury and 5 winners. And I would like to, Scott, would you like me to call them all to the stage? Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do it what they did, what
Okay,
Michelle and
let's do that.
Danielle did. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm going to read 5 names. And so please come up and turn your microphone on. We have Jane Rodriguez. We have Bryce Truitt. We have Paula Santiago, Carly Langsdorf, and Himanshi Shrangu. So if you heard your name, please join us on the stage, as it were. Okay. I don't know if we have everybody. Almost. Jane, Paula, Bryce, Carly, and Himanshi. All right.
Himanshi. Okay.
Great. So we have 2 honorable mentions. And typically there's no prize money for honorable mentions, but David O'Day, one of our jurors, was very generous, and he donated his honorarium to the students so that they would each receive a cash prize of $500 each. And the prize, 2 honorable mentions, go to Jane Rodriguez and Paula Santiago. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jane and Paula, if you'd like to say anything, please.
Well, I can start. I'm very grateful for this opportunity and the honors you have given us. I'm very proud of the students that worked so hard with all of their projects. And thank you for all the instructors, Alan, Jude, also the other instructors and peers from our studio. They helped during this hard process with all the situation going on, but we were able to surpass all these difficulties and have a wonderful outcome with all of the projects. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula.
Hi, this is Jane. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm truly grateful to my mentors, especially Professor Charles Rudolph and Alan, to all the jurors and Portman, and also to David. Thank you for contributing and being a part of the jury. I'm honestly humbled by this honor. And while I have the opportunity, I'd like to congratulate all my classmates and fellow students. I mean, we got through a really challenging semester with some outstanding work. And I think that itself is an achievement in itself. And also to all the outgoing students, all the best, guys. You did fantastic work. You all were an exemplary class. I mean, it was daunting to see the previous Portman publication when we started, and y'all are fantastic. All the best.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Paula. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I do want to acknowledge the full team who helped deliver to the studio: Heather Ligler, Jude LeBlanc, Charles Rudolph. A great team to work with, and that's why we had such good results. I want to then move to second place with a prize of $1,000 is Bryce Truitt. Congratulations, Bryce.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh wow, it's an absolute honor to even be considered in the top 5. Is a little shocking and amazing. First off, I want to thank Portman and Associates for putting this on every year. I think it's a really important thing for the school. God and the administration for supporting it as well. I definitely want to thank David and Alan for the guidance and the formulation of an inquiry that I think is absolutely critical for the practice. I also want to thank Fred Pearsall for the ongoing mentorship and guidance in pursuit of a greater inquiry in the discipline. And most of all, I want to thank my wife and daughter who are here, who deal with me being in grad school and make perpetual sacrifices for me to do so. So thank you very much. It's an honor.
All right, congratulations, Bryce. Well done. Finally, before we announce first place, I do want to say that all of this work will be coming out in a Portman book publication later this summer and early in the fall. We did one last year, and it turned out really nicely. And I think the quality of work this year will make this coming book even nicer. So thank you to the students who, in advance, who will be contributing to that book. So we have a tie for first place, and that's amazing. That speaks to the just exceptional quality of work that we were able to deliver as students. And it goes with a $3,000 prize each to Carly Langsdorf and Himanshi Shrangu. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was not expecting this at all. Everybody had really great work. So congratulations to everybody. Congrats, Himanshi. Thanks, Heather, my studio professor, and also thank you to Portman and everyone else involved.
Himanshi?
I obviously want to thank my studio critic, Professor Charles, but also I thank you, David, to be so tirelessly working for remote crits even before the coronavirus. I know over 2 days with 48 students, it's a lot of work. I don't know how you did it with so much passion, and Alan too. He knows, I think, everyone's projects from the initial stage to the last, and it's really inspiring to see as a student for your teachers to be so involved.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you to the entire 46 student group who just put together, all things considered, a really amazing set of projects. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody. Great job.
If I could jump in, ask that everyone give David an additional round of applause, because it was really impressive and a lot of work on his and the behalf of the other studio critics. Especially once everything kind of shifted.
Okay, so we just have two more awards. The second to the last award is an award that these students, I think, already know that they received these if this award day actually happened. But this is an award for teaching assistants, and future faculty awards, and it's recognized at the Institute Awards Day, which I actually don't know if it happened or not. But the award it recognizes students who have shown great promise in their role as a teaching assistant and shown promise toward potential future faculty while also pursuing their degrees. And we have an award for one PhD student, which is James Park. James has been an amazing participant and contributor to the school, and has in the last couple of years taught courses that have just been instant successes. So James, great work. Anna Kenningham is the winner from the MArc program. Anna's also done a tremendous job And the undergraduate TA award goes to Monica Risk. So let's get them all, bring them all up to the screen and give them a round of applause. So you guys are you're the future teachers.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure over the last 6 years of my time at Georgia Tech. I do want to say thank you to Danielle Wilkins and Marisabel Murat. I've had the pleasure of teaching with them or being their TA over the last 2 years and have learned a lot from both of them. So thank you, and it's good to see so many familiar faces this morning.
Yeah, thank you so
James?
much for the recognition. It's really awesome. And yeah, thank you to all the faculty that have just been teaching us the last 4 years and giving us all these tools. So yeah, thanks.
Yes, it is my great honor, and I would like to thank the students who were patient with me and did an incredible job in the courses. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to you three, and good luck. You have very, very promising futures as faculty if you choose to do that.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Okay, great. All right, so the last award it has traditionally always been the one faculty award that we give out, and it's the Dean William L. Fash Award for Teaching Excellence. And I'm going to ask Ken Gwinner to come back up and say a few words about this, because Ken has been a big part of this, and I think Dean Fash was a huge influence on Ken. So, Ken, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Scott. And by the way, Monica Risk, who just won that TA award, was the first recipient of our Class of '79 award last year. So congratulations, Monica. Really proud of you. So there's a little story that goes along with this. So back in 1975, when our class started at Georgia Tech as freshmen, I think it was just the second year that the College of Architecture was actually a college. I may have my dates wrong, but I think I'm pretty close. And so previously it had just been the School of Architecture, and it was elevated to a college, and Dean Fash was the very first dean of the college. And when I thought about he passed away several years back, and he had been a mentor to me personally, and I really wanted to do something to honor his involvement with the school. So I created another endowment, which I funded several years ago and continue to fund. And but we couldn't figure out what to do with the endowment. Who should it honor? Where should the money go? And I worked with his wife, Elena Fash, and with Scott and others, and talked about, what would be an appropriate recognition. And we finally came down to recognizing a faculty member. And the reason is because Dean Fash actually brought a lot of faculty to the school back at the time. And they were the faculty that, we had that kind of went through school with us and had such a big influence on us. So we thought it would be appropriate to honor Dean Fash with an award to the Faculty of the Year. So that's what this is all about.
Okay, great, Ken. Great. So this year's award, this is always a very tricky award to give because, all the faculty do such a tremendous job. But this year's award goes to somebody who has been a tremendous help and supporter to Julie and I, for sure. And somebody who, for me, really represents what I consider to be, an important trait and attribute of a professor and teacher, which is really somebody who is just committed and almost addicted to learning, to lifelong learning, not only for the students, but for themselves, that throughout your career, you're always willing to learn new things, to challenge yourself, and really in the pursuit of new knowledge. I mean, that's really what we do at a school like Georgia Tech. And this faculty member has had incredible courage, in my opinion, to completely shift their focus and their position really in the school to challenge themselves, but also just to become part of the overall mission of the school. And so it's tremendous. I'm very, very happy to give this year's award to John Paponis. John?
I think
John
he needs
here?
to be promoted to be a presenter. I think Carmen's probably working behind the scenes right now.
Okay.
Yeah, John, you've got a request to interact live. So if you could accept that and join us here, that'd be awesome.
While we're waiting on John, let me just mention this does come with a financial component, and the intent is for the money to be spent with the direction of the winner on some activity that he can use to promote the educational benefits of his teaching.
There's John. You're here, John. We see you.
Okay, good. Well, Scott, I really appreciate that, and Ken, thank you so much. I was actually hired by Dean Fash, and I think of him as a very courageous intellectual. And one thing he did for the school was, of course, to create the doctoral program. And he brought me in essentially 100% under the doctoral program because he knew that the profession of architecture needs to move in a much more dedicated way into research. But the task he gave me on hiring me was to try to position myself to bridge between the different sections of the school. These were times when the school was into very lively debates that he appreciated, but that he wanted to see converge to a joint agenda. And so every year, as I write my report to Scott recently and to other directors in the past, I also report to Dean Fash. I've only been serving under him for a small number of years because he retired early, but I remain extraordinarily grateful to his vision for the school. I would not have been at Georgia Tech if Dean Fash didn't have a vision that vastly exceeded the position of the school and looked forward to a really international profile. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny. Congratulations. Thanks for everything. Get to know you and just to exchange ideas. I mean, we were in a session yesterday with John's students who put together this beautiful book just recently, and I commented then that it was so refreshing, just the level of kind of intellectual pursuit that John brings out in his students, and it's very, very valuable to the success of a school like ours. So, John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if I may say, John, thank you for saying those kind words about Dean Fash. They're well put. And can I just say one other thing? Since this is the last award, when we were in school, there was no award program because there were so few awards. They would just walk up to you in the corridor and say, "Hey, congratulations, you got this little scholarship." And so I went through with my program, and I counted 84 people today that received some level of recognition and award. And I'm sure there's probably a couple of $100,000 involved in the gifts. And it's so wonderful to see the positive change that's happened in this area of the growth of the school. And a lot of that is due to Dean Fash. I mean, he was the one that kind of created the whole concept of research in the school. And as you mentioned, the PhD program and multiple centers that exist in the school today were started by Dean Fash. So it's just great to see this happen.
Thanks, Ken. Okay, so now we're at the end, and so there's a couple of things I would like to say. Actually, before I get to kind of closing comments, I do want to mention that, and some of the students have seen this in the past, but we will be sending all of the graduating students a copy of this book, Lessons from the Future. That is a great, it's a great book concept that was developed by Jim Cramer and Scott Simpson. And essentially, it's just a collection of paragraphs, really, from current practitioners, established practitioners, and educators. That is a letter to themselves sent to them on the day that they graduated. So it's a very interesting concept where you write a letter to yourself on the day that you graduated, giving yourself advice for what to look for in your career. And Jim Cramer has been very generous in organizing this and also getting people to sponsor it. This year's book is sponsored by Niles, Bolton and Associates. So they're at the printer, they're being printed, and they'll be sent to all of the graduating students as soon as we get them. So I thought we would close actually with kind of closing comments from students. And there's two things that have happened in the last 2 weeks, I would say, or maybe a week and a half, that have had a significant impact on me and has just been very meaningful. And it really, it's things that students have done and recent alum have done. So about a week and a half ago, I got an email from a recent alum, graduated, I think, 2 years ago, who had participated in our online graduate career planning session that we did for you guys not too long ago. And she sent an email with a letter that she wanted to share with all of the graduating students. And she just was running it by me to say, is this okay? Does it sound all right? And since that session that she had with the students, she had been working for a large firm, and since that time had been put on furlough. At the time, she'd only been asked to take like a day, a week off, but then since then had gone on furlough. And so now she was in the same situation that a lot of our students find themselves in. And she wrote this incredible letter, which I can't even begin to summarize because it's just so thoughtful and heartfelt. But we will be sharing this letter with all graduating students later today. And the other things that she did that was amazing was that she put together this resource guide. And she was doing this for everybody, not just herself. And it basically is just all of the things that you can do while you're waiting for your job to come back or you're waiting for a job offer. And it's things that can help you to continue to promote your career and continue to learn. And it was just, I looked at this list and I said, my gosh, this would have never had time to do this, but it was this incredible resource. And she asked that we share that also with all of the students. So we'll also be sharing that with everybody. Most of you know, or some of you know who this is, but it's Adriana Perez Leyva, who is an incredible alum, a recent alum, and very generously shared this with me. So that will be coming forward. And I was going to try to summarize the letter, and I think it's just better for you to read it. The second thing is, again, about 2 weeks ago, a group of students came to me from the first year of the master's program, and they wrote this very nice email, and they were basically concerned that this year's graduating students were not going to have the kind of celebratory experience that they should have. And they asked to say a few words to the graduating class. And so I think we're going to end this celebration. I want to thank everybody for attending, but I want to end it with asking these students to come up and say a few words. Tasha Snideker and Will Reynolds. Do you guys want to come up?
Hi.
Hey, Scott. Thank you.
Hey, Scott. Am
Hey.
I visible?
Yes. Yes, we can see you and hear
Can
you.
you see me?
Well, I'll start, and I just wanted to say that I've had the pleasure to work with some of the graduating students, and I wanted to thank them for establishing the studio environment that we've been welcomed into so smoothly. Been encouraging, and I'm grateful to be a part of it and to carry on and cultivate this environment. So thank you to everybody, and I hope you're celebrating.
Mhm. Hi, Scott. Can you see me?
Yes, yeah, we can.
Okay. All right, great. Because I don't see myself, so I don't know if I'm visible.
Yeah, you are. You're right next to Will.
Okay, great. Hey, everybody. And hi, GT 2020. Go team. You did it. You survived. Georgia Tech Architecture No Less, which is such a challenging and wonderful program. And I wanted to say something because I believe in the power of example that you've been for us. Because we can't do anything without an example. And you've shown us that you can do it through your example. Because when I started at Georgia Tech, I was like, wow, how am I going to achieve this amazing degree, you know? And then, for example, when we were stumbling, like the core studio, you know, like we're getting used to like pulling long days and nights in the studio, we would be stumbling home, bleary-eyed, and then all of a sudden, the upperclassmen would be there like, you know, hey, we're here with a fresh cup of coffee and we're about to work all night. And so that example really inspired me. And also the thing is that like an example, you know, like you gave us a kind word, sage advice, or a plain old hello. And you even tips on how to pass a class. It was really challenging. So I just wanted to say thank you. And the other thing is that we can't achieve much in life without a role model. It lets us see ourselves in a new light that we wouldn't have thought of before. And so that was why I reached out to Georgia Tech to see if I could just say something, or maybe we could say something, because you might not think this way, but you are an example for everybody that comes after you and maybe the people around you. So when you go out into the world, know that there are people that have come before you, they're examples, and also that the people you're leaving behind at the school, you're our examples for achieving something so great. And even though, you know, one of the examples is pulling an all-nighter, which I hope I don't ever have to do, you know, it's like, oh, okay, I can do that too. And so thank you for showing up, for not giving up, and for doing what you needed to do so that you could say that you did it, so that you can walk out of these doors and say, I did it. I got a master's degree in architecture. And good luck to you all. I really, really mean it. Good luck to you all. And be confident knowing that you are well prepared for anything that comes your way. And that includes a down economy. Like, what am I going to do because, you know, maybe jobs aren't hiring? But the thing is that this may be a little downturn in the economy, but that doesn't mean you won't find work. And that also means that a lot of us here have experience so that you can draw from. And so that with that, you know, I just want to say congratulations and cheer for you virtually, even though, you know, I can't give you a pat on the back, but I'm really, all of us here at Georgia Tech are really happy for you guys that are graduating, and wishing you all the best, seriously. And even all the students that are here in the program, y'all are going to do great next year. So yeah, so thank you, Scott, and thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Everybody can turn their mic on and applause for this. Thank you, Tosh, as well. This is really amazing. I have nothing else to say, guys. We're going to get through this, and I really am so proud of everybody. And we will see you next Friday at the opening of the end of your show. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.